Well, see, that was like 20 years ago, and the situation back in El Salvador was really hard. The persecution was really tough at the moment. We was going through to civilian war. So at that time, my best choice kind of thing was to leave the country to save my life and my daughters specific their life. At the beginning, I wanted to go back because I had the sense that I left my family and my other people, like, I wanted to go back, but at the same time, I see my daughters playing safe and going to school and in a safe place. So, that's how I made my decision to stay and work whatever I have to do, like, start from zero. Because when I came to Canada, like, my English was like zero, like, like people say hi, and I didn't know what they were saying, because back home they say hello when they start teaching you English. So, and I was, okay, so I start from zero, so, and that's how start here. We get some support, of course, from the government, and especially from cross cultural center. They provide in a way a social worker, manpower they used to call them before. And there was this social worker that used to go to my apartment, and if I call her, because she speaks Spanish, so, and I will call her and say, I need to register in the school. Say one first things that I did. So by in a way, was my decision that I have to get over and get out and do what I was doing for my daughters. I guess that's because at the beginning I start, like, going to immigration's office by myself, and even though that I didn't speak the language, I go with the paper and I will say, look at this, and I am here for this, and stuff like that, like, So, and the same with doctors. I kind of managed to look for a Spanish doctor. I will feel more comfortable to talk and about problems with my daughters or myself, So, but yeah, that's one of the big barriers. But at the same time, I went over. I think I was first was the decision, the need that I knew that I have to survive in this environment and new society, and go ahead with that. I guess that's what it is. When people are just coming here, and that was my experience too, people are not mixed with Canadian. Most of the time they are segregated, because you speak Spanish, you go to a school where people speak like English as a second language, so most of the people, they try to segregate themselves in small groups, so they don't mix easily with, it's not that we come in and we already be exposure to Canadian people, right? So, but there some the let me see, because I don't met people, Canadian people, until, like, I was probably 6 months later that I was here for a situation that I went through. But the people that I had the opportunity to meet at that time, they were very helpful to me. They trying to understand what I trying to say. For fact, one time I was in this situation that I say, oh, I am not going to speak if my avocado is not here, right? So avocado in English is like, it's your fruits, but in French is avocado is kind of the same, like the lawyer. So they kind of guess them too. So and sometimes they were kind of just looking and upset, or kind of trying to see what my lips try to say and stuff like that. But most of the time they were very helpful, especially at immigration office. These ladies, when I went with the papers, they try to guess and they look at me and they never say, oh, if you don't have your interpreter, we won't see you. They never say that. So I guess they are in the same situation. I understand that now, that it's hard for them to try to understand us when we don't speak English, and the same for us. It's hard to understand them when they don't speak our language, right? So it works both ways. Now I can make that statement, but before, to me, like, was like they were nice. It's tough for them too, because they throw them in a situation that they haven't been before with the language and stuff like that. I think it's more tough for them, even for adult people, because adults, they put it in a school which is English as a second language, right? But for children that they just come in, they just throw them in the system, the school system, where they have to look like a them. And children, they could be cruel so my daughters, they sometimes they went back to the house, and they were crying and they were saying, I hate the school, I don't like the school, the teacher don't like me, she say be quiet, because and I trying to go to the washroom and they don't understand me, and things like that. But then, and I say, what is the best part of your day going to school? And they say, oh, when we go to Mrs. Cacha, which was a lady that speak Spanish, and she had the program with the English as a second language for the children that just come into the school. So that was their best kind of time that they have in the school. But in a way, 6 months later, they were speaking like parents at home. Like, they get the language easily too. The children, they have the ability to, their brain get everything quick. So I am belong here, and I fight for that, and I try to teach my daughters and my grandchildren that they have to take care of the country. They have to care about everything that is going on here. Because some people, when they grow up, teenagers, they don't want to hear about political parties or here or there. And I say, but you have to, because you live here, and that's the country that you will leave to your children. So, and that's the way I try to explain to them, and because that's what happened back home. That's why people, they make mistakes again and again, every generation, because parents, they don't tell the next generation what they went through and why. So, and back home, one of the major reasons is because some people, they didn't say anything. So when they are up to here, they start complaining, but they didn't do anything when they could do it. So they have to learn how to speak up the problems, the situations, and be involved, be part of that. Yeah.